Capcom has revealed more information about the 4 lords of the 4 houses in Resident Evil Village, including names. We've got 3 new screenshots of different areas. We've got 2 character arts that we can zoom in on. All this came through an IGN article, so let's take a look at all this new stuff in Resident Evil Village. The other day we saw these 2, now revealed as Donna Beneviento and her puppet Angie, and now we get new character art showing them even closer. Donna is wearing a mourning black shroud thing, and the puppet is wearing a wedding dress, so there's some kind of interesting backstory here. In the original build of Resident Evil 4, known as Resident Evil 3.5, there were little doll things, but that game was totally supernatural, and Resident Evil series isn't going that direction. So how could a puppet be running around alive? Well, let's take a look at the puppet's head, and it looks like there might be a camera there. Although we see Donna's hands, and she's not controlling it under her robe, so who might be controlling it? Looking at the map, we see up by the waterfall is House Beneviento, and now Capcom's given us our first screenshot. And it looks pretty cool. It looks like a haunted house built outside of a waterfall. Maybe we can go behind the waterfall in the game. IGN also mentioned that the horror might be close to that of RE7, and hopefully it's like the RE7 demo because that was actually scary. I'm intrigued by what this haunted house might become. Shake your ass. This disgusting dude is the Lord of House Moreau, identified as Salvatore Moreau. The new character art shown gives us a better look at what Capcom describes as a merman-inspired villain.
Oh, come on!
The art director of Resident Evil Village said they designed Moreau to create the most repulsive creature on Earth, and you can see that in his teeth, in his face, the folds. He has barnacles up and down. He has a Lisa Trevor-like hunchback, which hiding under that coat might be some kind of a mermaid tail.
Merman!
He's got webbed hands, and he's got some of the nastiest feet in the world. We already know from the Collector's Edition map that Moreau has a reservoir, and Capcom just gave us a new screenshot to show us this area. You can see here, it looks like an abandoned fishing village. There's a windmill in here. We already know there's going to be a water section where you get in a boat. And looking back at the art, you can see the webbed hands and everything. I mean, he just looks like he's a fish and he'll be able to swim in the water. So the question is, does he turn into this giant sea creature, or is that one of his minions and he'll transform into something even crazier as a boss?
Not another word!
We've talked about Heisenberg over and over again in past videos, so we're not going to rehash much here. But Capcom did give us a screenshot of Heisenberg's factory. Previously, we saw this other screenshot of what looks to be these mechanical things that we see in the mercenary mode screenshots, and it looks like they're mass producing them, but we haven't found out if they're in the real game or not. And another thing we missed in some past videos was, again, talking about that supernatural thing. Heisenberg can, like, make things move, but it appears all the things he's making move are made of metal, so it might be related to magnetism and science.
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
Nothing new in the article about Lady D, and we have 3 awesome in-depth videos. Go check those out on her. But in this video, we're going to just show you some of the uncut gameplay footage.
Cassandra, come here now. Enough games. I want that man's head. Now go.
Of course, Mother.
Stupid man thing. You won't live long, even if you run. Filthy rat!
And a bunch of commenters made a great point. See how slow she's walking and Ethan can kind of run away? Now that is probably on a regular mode. Imagine the hard difficulties, how fast she's gonna chase you. So that's it. Those are the 4 houses. We got the 2 new character arts, the 3 new screenshots. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this, what you think each of the 4 houses is going to do, the things that we haven't seen yet. Click on that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I love you. Goodbye.